Hello to everyone in TV land. This is Focus on Liberia online television, and you are listening to the Focus on Liberia Daily News with Gwendolyn Dorado. I bring you the headlines. UP Chairman writes VP Kun. Judges, magistrates face Chief Justice's wrath. VP Kun wants judiciary uphold accountability, and Bishop Kotu Brown releases President Wakai 100 Days Great Sheet with recommendations. Those were the headlines. Now the news in details. The chairman of the ruling Unity Party, Reverend Luto Tape, has written Vice President Jeremiah Cohn to intervene in easing growing tensions between the Liberian National Police and commercial motorcyclists nationwide. The chairman, in a communication to VP Cohn, appeals to the government to relinquish its plan to ban motorcyclists and tricyclists from plying the principal streets of Monrovia. He says although the government's measures are meant to promote safety and orderliness in the capital, but its timing could be misconstrued as an act of ungratefulness to young men who overwhelmingly supported the rescue mission during the 2023 elections that brought President Wakai to the Liberian presidency at their own expense because they wanted a better living conditions for themselves and their families. The chairman says he remains optimistic about the government's economic deliverables to the people of Liberia very soon. Chairman Tape maintains that VP Cohn's timely intervention cannot be overemphasized to help ease growing tensions on the matter, as opposition politicians are gearing up to capitalize on the police mandate to turn the people against the Wakai-led government. He, at the same time, proposes to Vice President Cohn to convene a roundtable meeting between the LNP and motorcyclists to find common ground and discuss safety issues in the traffic instead of banning them from plying major streets in the first 3 months of the administration. However, since the pronouncement, hundreds of motorcyclists have opposed the proposal, threatening to protest nationwide. Liberia's Chief Justice, Siaene G. Ua, has frowned on lawyers and threatened to fine some justices, judges, and magistrates who deliberately refused to attend the annual Law Day celebration in Monrovia, terming their actions as a complete disrespect to the rule of law in the country. The National Law Day is celebrated May 3rd every year and is aimed at celebrating a deeper understanding of profession. The celebration was held at the Pinsville Hall consistent with the Liberia National Bar Association Constitution under the theme, the mechanism leading to the establishment of the World and Economic Crimes Court. Delivering a special statement on behalf of the Supreme Court of Liberia, Chief Justice Ua said based on the mandate of the Bar President and National Council, she issued an order that all courts be closed on Monday, May 3rd, as a precedence in observance of the day, but justices, judges, magistrates, and lawyers were in low attendance at the occasion. She said judges and magistrates are taxed to pay a price for boycotting the celebration day. The observance of the Law Day in 1957 by the American Bar Association and the U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who declared Law Day a national day of commitment as principles government under the rule of law. Vice President Jeremiah Cohn has stressed that the accountability of the judiciary in dispensing justice remains consequential to maintaining a government that works in the interest of its people. At the opening of the African Regional Group meeting, an international conference of international judges held at the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex in Congo Town, VP Cohn said to these judges tasked with the responsibility of dispensing justice must strike to ensure it is administered fairly in upholding the rule of law. This, according to him, should consider that execution of the principle which underpin the rule of law must ensure access to an independent judiciary that guarantees the protection of the rights of all under that law. At the opening of the conference, Chief Justice C.A. Yua, in her keynote speech, remarks viewed the assembly is an important one which represents a significant milestone for Liberia, lauding the government for embracing said vision and ensuring the availability of funds for hosting the event. The event brought together several judges from across Africa and the world at large and is expected to last for 4 days with theme the judiciary in the contemporary times. The House Committee Chair on Judiciary, Representative Michael Thomas, wants the judiciary to have reflection on the application of the judicial canon, citing the need for integrity to be upheld by judges. Meanwhile, trial judges of Liberia President Nessa Sami noted that the conference will enable judges in Liberia and across the world to huddle on sharing ideas and possible ways of dispensing in the new information age. She lauded the guests for forming a part of the gathering, which she said would bring out better ideas for their services. The former president of the Liberia Council of Churches, Bishop Kotu K. Brown, has named Bao Godry high level of division amongst Liberians and snail pace of the formation of the government, comprising mostly of officials from political parties, as issues that characterized the first 100 days in office of President Joseph Boakai. Bishop Brown said the peaceful acceptance of the results and the concession to defeat by political parties gave Liberia a big boost to the outside world. However, he added that the democratic transition which brought President Boakai to power marks a new transition and era for Liberia, its citizens, but the government is challenged barely 3 months in power. He said the experience from the organization of the inauguration was not good. The appointment saga, the ways it has been going like adding and drop. That's add and drop, and the functionality of cohesion of the government are challenges the government faces. The former president of the LCC said President Boakai should find a way to move to the center of all the politics to be able to ensure that citizens can enhance national cohesion because the country is divided. He named intense engagements, information sharing, and provision of clarities on national issues as some of the ways to help reconcile the country. That does it for the Focus on Liberia Daily News. I bring you a recap of the headlines. UP Chairman writes VP Kun. Judges, magistrates face Chief Justice's wrath. VP Kun wants judiciary uphold accountability. And Bishop Kotu Brown releases President Boakai 100 days grade sheet with recommendations. On behalf of the management and staff of Focus on Liberia, many thanks to our listeners and viewers. We urge that you keep following us and share our videos. My name is Gwendolyn Dorado. I present it.